Let's talk about it, man. Terence Crawford versus Jaron Boots Ennis. I ain't gonna lie. Jaron Boots Ennis, fool, he got the toughest shit in the boxing, fool. I ain't gonna lie. I seen Boots fight one of these guys. He was just trying to get him out of there. I forgot what fight it was. But it was in 2024. But, bro, I'm talking about Boots was taking shots to the chin like no other. And it was a few shots to the point where if Boots didn't knock him out and that shit went to decision, Boots would have lost. How much he was getting hit, fool. Boots got the toughest chin. So we don't even need to worry about him getting hit too much. But now it just comes to if he was to fight Terence Crawford, who would actually win if that went to decision? And if it didn't go to decision, who would win? I honestly think Terence Crawford would win that fight. And Terence Crawford would make it go to decision because he knows that Boots also got some power behind him too. And Boots, good fighter, you know what I'm saying? Good top fighter, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think Terence Crawford would take that fucking risk of trying to get fucking hit to prove a point like Devin Haney did. So I think Terence Crawford will take that shit on. He'll lead the fight. He'll take control of the fight early. And yeah, Boots just gonna have to fucking just do the impossible.
Wow. Eddie Hearn, 1 more week, mate, is pushing for Terence Crawford to face his fighter, Jaron Boots Ennis. He's still at it. He's still...
Man, motherfuckers do not give Terence Crawford his props. Terence Crawford will beat all of them, and then they'll be like, all right, let's fight Floyd Mayweather now. Bro, can a man just get his fucking... You get what I'm saying? He enjoy his dub, bro. God damn, he just made history. First time ever in boxing to go 3 times undisputed. And now we trying to make it about who he's about to fight next. God damn, fool. You know what I'm saying? You see what's up with people? Like, this is really crazy. They want to see Bud lose so bad.
Saying that would be a good fight, and that's what should happen next. In this video, I'm going to break it down, give you guys my truest thoughts, ego thoughts. Let's roll. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I'll start with the quotes from Eddie Hearn. He wants his fighter, Jaron Boots Ennis, to face Crawford. He says, and I quote, Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that could be at 154, and it could be at 160 pounds. Obviously, we got Usima Lima Bean, right?
Lima bean? Is that a joke or something? What the fuck does that mean?
To take care of. That's his thoughts. But he's saying in pursuing Crawford. That for me is one of the great crossover fights because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. Crawford's the guy that's been there.
I ain't gonna lie, fool. Alright, I'ma chill out, y'all. Yeah, he looking good.
Done it all. He just proved that he's still very much in his prime.
They probably getting paid so much for just standing right here too, bro. That's crazy, fool. They probably getting paid bands on bands, fool. No cap.
And he thinks it would be a good fight if the two fight. Right? So that's pretty much what Eddie Hearn had to say. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Let's keep it all the way funky. Your boy Ego. It's your boy. Your boy Ego.
Bro, get to the fucking point, bro. We 2 minutes in the video. Your ass still introducing yourself. Fuck, man. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Wanted to see the fight. It made more sense. Crawford was at 47. Jaron Ennis was at, say it with me, 147. Then it got to a point where Crawford beat Errol Spence for undisputed. Jaron Ennis was basically a mandatory. So again, it still made sense because two guys in the same division, you already beat Errol, dominant performance, now beat the young gun. But then Crawford ups and moves. He only fight one time a year for the last 5 years or so, moved up and fought Israel Madrimov at 154. So he left, he already accomplished it and said, peace, I can't make the weight no more. Moves up to 54 to fight Madrimov. Beats him, right? So he's at a new division while Boots is fighting a guy that Crawford already knocked out with a few punches, David Avocado. Then Boots is just now signing with Eddie Hearn and fighting a guy like that. And then he fights Karen Chukadzian, does worse in the rematch than he did in the first fight. Then he kind of redeems himself with a very good performance versus Stanionis. All the while, he's still at 147. Boots stayed at 47, said he wanted to unify, be undisputed, yada, yada, yada. Opportunity came to fight Virgil Ortiz, and that was at 54. He didn't take it. He said he had more business and wanted to unify and become undisputed at 47. So a lot has changed since your boy.
Do y'all, is Boots at 54 now? Boots got to go undisputed, bro. They bullshitting too much, bro. Like, they keep saying young gun and shit. Fool, time is not paused. This shit ticking, fool. Yo, you gonna be 32 before you know it. You know what I'm saying? Young gun my ass, fool. You better get your ass in that fucking ring. Get go undisputed on it, dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Leave some legacy behind you, bro. Cause right now, shit, only thing that's behind Boots right now is talk, fool. Boots is a tough fighter. Boots is tough. But it's like nothing is really behind his name, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what, did he hold like what, 1 or 2 titles at 47? No, he didn't. Did he hold them belts after Bud vacated them? Like, he held like 1 belt after Bud vacated, right? Pretty sure that's what happened.
Ego was pushing for the fight. Now, fast forward to the future, right? I'm Marty McFly. I'm taking y'all back to the future. Crawford, after beating Madrimov, moves up 2 more divisions and destroys Canelo, outboxes him, hurts him, looks like the stronger man, brilliant performance against a name-recognized guy like Canelo, and bullies Canelo. Now Eddie Hearn is saying he wants to make the fight with Boots. Listen, it could be a good fight, but Crawford, with his last 3 fights, has earned a bit of grace to kind of have some decision making of what he wants to do in his career. I mean, Eddie Hearn literally said he could fight Boots at 54. No, he can't. Terence Crawford just said he's not making 54 no more. I mean, why would he? He just moved up to 68. Before that, in his camp, he was 186. He was showing. Why would he drop back down to a Boots' division where Boots is this huge guy, even at 54, right? He's a huge guy, big, young fighter, and it's easier to be young and come up in weight than it is to be. Crawford will be 38 in a week. So it's going to be harder for an older fighter to have bulked up to fight Canelo, fought Canelo, went to.
It's funny because I was just watching a video and people was saying Bud fought the old Canelo. Bud fought. Motherfucker, Canelo's almost 40. I mean, Bud almost 40. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they would do anything to take credit away from somebody, bro. They would do anything to take credit away from, especially Bud. I don't know what it is that they hate about Bud, but shit, what Bud does for me, I look at it as this is a motherfucker that I respect, fool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not like that though, but I look at Bud as somebody that's like I respect. Like you can't do nothing but respect it. But I feel like people who have that little childish Gambino ass mindset, they look at him like this guy's a fucking threat. This guy's the enemy for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, they look at him like he the threat, fool, and I don't get it.
12 rounds with Canelo, and then late in his career, shed a bunch of, that wouldn't even be safe. Roy Jones.
Damn, fool. This is the first ad we got me a video in a little minute. I ain't gonna lie, fool. We doing good, folks. We doing good.
Went to heavyweight, one of his big mistakes. And I'm not saying the only reason he got knocked out by Tarver in the rematch, but most people that know boxing would say, hey, he kind of messed up, bulking up, adding all that muscle, and then tearing it down to fight Tarver at 175. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, I think that ship is.
Yeah, we out, bro. We get the justice.